Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Respected elders, brothers, and sisters. Today I have the honor of speaking about a powerful and thought provoking verse from the Quran, Surah Al-Kahf, verse number 28. Okay, so this verse provides profound guidance on choosing our company and remaining um, steadfast in our faith. So let me begin by reciting the verse, followed by its translation and explanations. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم واصبر okay. واصبر نفسك مع الذين يدعون ربهم بالغداة والعشي يريدون وجهه ولا تعد عيناك عنهم تريد زينة الحياة الدنيا. Okay, this means আর তুমি নিজেকে ধৈর্যশীল রাখো তাদের সাথে যারা সকাল সন্ধ্যা তাদের রবকে ডাকে তার সন্তুষ্টির উদ্দেশ্যে এবং দুনিয়ার জীবনের সৌন্দর্য কামনা করে তোমার দুচোখ যেন তাদের থেকে ঘুরে না যায়. Okay? So English translation is and keep yourself patient with those who call upon their Lord in the morning and the evening, seeking His countenance, and let not your eyes pass beyond them, desiring adornments of the worldly life. Okay. After that, ولا تطع من أغفلنا قلبه عن ذكرنا واتبع هواه وكان أمره فرطا. So this means আর ওই ব্যক্তির আনুগত্য করো না যার অন্তরকে আমি আমার রিজিক থেকে গাফেল করে দিয়েছি এবং যে তার প্রবৃত্তি অনুসরণ করেছে এবং যার কর্ম বিনষ্ট হয়েছে. Okay? So it means and don't obey one whose heart we have made heedless of our remembrance and who follows his pleasure and whose effort is ever in neglect. Now I am going to explain of the verse. There is some point I will explain like staying patient with the righteous. This is the point. Also, the another point is avoiding materialistic distractions. Number 3, avoiding heedless and desirous people. Number 4, practical application in our lives. So this 4 point I'm going to explain shortly. Okay. So staying patient with the righteous. It means Allah commands the Prophet Hazrat Muhammad to remain steadfast with those who are devoted to the worship of Allah. Okay, so these are the people who consistently remember Allah in the evening and in the mornings, so showing their humility and sincerity. So the lesson here is to surround ourselves with the peers and conscious individuals. So our company influences our character, and being around righteous people strengthens our connection to Allah. So this is really too much important in our daily life. And the number two was avoiding materialistic distractions. It means Allah will warns against turning one's attention away from the humble believers in favor of those who are attached with worldly pleasures. Okay, this is a reminder not to prioritize material wealth, status, or external beauty over the purity of faith and character. So the zina of this dunya can be tempting, but is temporary. What truly matters in striving for Allah's pleasure. Okay. So another point is avoiding heedless and desirous people. It is actually cautions against following those whose hearts are heedless of the remembrance. Okay? Such people are driven by their desires and neglect their duties toward Allah, leading to misguidance and chaos in their lives. So this verse teaches us to evaluate the values. This verse teaches us to evaluate values and actions of those who choose to follow or associate with. Okay? So the another point is practical application in our lives, and this is very important, very much important. Sometimes we follow the rules and regulation, but practical application in our lives, it means this verse encourages us to prioritize faith over worldly pursuits. Okay? It emphasizes the importance of surrounding ourselves with people who remind us of Allah and help us stay mm, on the right path. So it also reminds us to avoid becoming heedless ourselves, as this uh, leads to moral and spiritual decline. Okay, so practical application is very important in our lives. So here are some lessons to reflect on. I'm going to explain about the lesson. That firstly, company shapes a character. Okay. Secondly, worldly desires are temporary, and thirdly, heedlessness is dangerous. Okay. So the first one, company shapes character. It means the people you surround yourself with significantly influence your mindset and actions. So choose companions who encourage good deeds, and a closer relationship with Allah. And the second one, worldly desires are temporary. It's actually we should follow we should follow this line and feel this line deeply, because it's actually important. Because while it's natural to appreciate worldly beauty and success. This should not distract us from our ultimate purpose. Okay, from our ultimate purpose, seeking Allah's pleasure. And thirdly, the heedlessness in is dangerous. So neglecting Allah's remembrance mm, leads to a life driven by desires and disconnect. So we must constantly renew our connection with Allah to prayer, uh, dhikr, and reflections. Okay, so in conclusion, Surah Al-Kahf, verse number 28, verse number 28 reminds us of the importance of staying close to Allah and the righteous people who call upon Him sincerely. It warns against being distracted by worldly adornments of or associating with those who were heedless of Allah's guidance. So let us strive to implement its verse in our lives by choosing good companions, focusing on the hereafter, and avoiding heedlessness. May Allah grant us the wisdom to understand His words and strength to act upon them. Jazakallahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.